Bills because they've been good for a while, and Josh Allen is so dynamic, you don't want to bet against them. But the Bills, I wouldn't say they're broken, but they're off. They're right now, they're out of place. Like
They don't
there's
have it
something
right now.
off about Buffalo right now, Casey. The Jags helped throw them for that loop, I think.
Yeah, them boys stink.
They stink.
If only someone could have called the regression.
I was getting to the they stink part, but if that's
What
the
is
way
the
you feel.
evidence that they don't stink?
The 4 wins.
Yeah, the 4 wins.
But what about the losses?
It's
They do
kind
have
of
3 of
bad
those.
loss. Like it's not a bad loss to the Jags, I don't think.
Bad
But
loss
it's
to
a
the
bad
Jets.
loss to the Patriots.
Bad loss to the Jets.
And that's the opening season blues. Like this one was really the bad. The Patriots came in reeling. And to lose, and then here's the thing. I think the one that got me was the win. Who they beat 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was bad. Giants.
The Giants.
Oh, that's right.
They looked off. They should have lost that game.
Yes,
they
they
won on the
should've.
1 yard line.
And by the way, they were losing badly to the Patriots until after halftime.
And they were losing badly to the Jags. So really the last 3 weeks, I think 10 might be friendly if you look at it that way.
Because they stink.
I've done a reversal. Maybe I'm with Casey now.
Number
Thank you.
11 is Seattle, and last year I would have been a little bit more suspect about it. This year I'm okay with the Jags wiping out Seattle 9 out of 10 times. I'm just not buying.
Seattle might be like just this ignored team in the NFL because I haven't watched a lick of them play. I'm still not a huge Geno Smith guy. I think they overachieved because I think Pete Carroll is a good coach.
Seattle this
I
year
mean, what's
seems
DK Metcalf doing?
not
What's Tyler
much.
Lockett doing?
Not much. The offense is struggling.
What's
this year.
Jackson Smith and Jigba doing?
Zero,
Scored this
nothing.
week.
No, believe me, he has had a very disappointing season.
But he scored this week.
Okay, but he's been like the 11th best wide receiver taken in the draft. This
So
time.
they have Seattle at 11?
yeah.
Well, there are a lot of bad football teams in
Well,
Seattle.
Seattle's 4-2, and in the West, that's tied with the Niners are 5-2, so they're right under the Niners.
I
there.
agree with you, though, man. Like, I think the Jags are a lot better than Seattle. Like, a lot better.
Yeah, and then Pittsburgh. So, like, once you get to the Bills, I think I feel a lot more comfortable. And I'm not saying I think the Jags belong down at 9 or 10. I'm just saying I'm not there yet where I'm like, the Jags are beating Dallas 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
Even Cleveland. I think Cleveland would give them fits.
Here, you know what's weird
Miles
to say?
Garrett would wreck a game.
Yeah, listen, they're going to muddy games up. They're like the Titans have been for a while, right? They're going to muddy the game up, and so then are you going to make the play that wins? And sometimes you're going to lose because everything's going to be tight, and that's the NFL. I'm going to give you the way I feel about the Dallas Cowboys, though, and the Jags. And I think this is what's hard to digest as if you're a Jags fan. This is hard to, like, get into your mind. They have now won, I think, 11 out of the last 14 regular season games. They won a playoff game as well in that stretch. The Jags know how to win. They know how to win. The Dallas Cowboys know how to be disappointing. No, seriously. Like,
But is
that's
that
their
because-
MO. That's their MO, man.
But is it because the expectations are normally high for them?
It doesn't matter what it is. They don't know. They usually disappoint. And there's this stigma about the Cowboys that it's like they're going to disappoint. I don't care how talented they are.
That is true.
Dak is the same way. Like there's this stigma about Dak. Like he's not going to make the. Right now, that is totally flipped here in Jacksonville, where Jacksonville used to be that. When the Atlanta game the Saints game the other night, the Jags usually lose that game. All the momentum against them. Oh my gosh, they're going to blow this. They had the Saints on the ropes, and somehow they're allowing all these points in the fourth quarter, and the Saints offense can't score, and here they come. And they make the plays to win the game. Did they get a little lucky there too? Absolutely. The Jags never got lucky before. And the Jags never made plays before. Like the Jags are doing all that right now. So much so that it's like you're going to Pittsburgh and it's tough to go 4-0 on the road in the NFL. Yet you kind of feel like the Jags are the better team and going to do it. The Cowboys aren't like that. I would give the Ravens a nod there. They know how to win. I think the Ravens, they have to do two things. They have to keep Lamar healthy to prove everybody that they're going to be around for a long time. And also they have to not really falter down the stretch. But they've done that 2 years in a row.
Yeah. Well, because Lamar's
Mostly
injuries.
because of Lamar. That goes together.
But the whole point to the new Munkin offense and the fact that Lamar is throwing now is to keep him healthy and fresh for the end of the season.
Well, if they do, then they're right there. Perfect. And I would have confidence that the Ravens are going to win a game. But the funny thing here is I think the Jags have a confidence against the Ravens. They've played pretty well against them in recent memory. You take some of the other top teams, like they don't have to worry about San Francisco, Miami, or the Eagles. So 3 out of the top 5.
Yep.
The Chiefs have the Jags number. The Jags have to get over that mountain, and it might take them to go really where they want to go in the postseason to get over that mountain. But right now, the Bills, Jags can beat them.
Yep.
I don't think there's if the Cincinnati Bengals come to town early December, which they are going to do, like, I'm okay picking the Jags.
Yeah,
Cincinnati's like, there's no fear factor in the Cincinnati Bengals
They
right
do
now.
seem pedestrian. Ranked at 13 on this list, by the way. 4 above Houston case. You into Houston at 17, you think they deserve higher?
Higher. Much higher.
I'll tell you this. Out of all those teams still on the schedule, let's do this. What's right? Pittsburgh? San Francisco, scary. San Francisco's a very good football team.
And
very,
now
very good.
They're playing angry.
Well, they're also playing bad. They
Well,
lost 2 in a row.
they're playing
Goes
injured.
together.
Yeah, fine. I mean,
Trent Williams, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, those are big names.
that's fine. Jags played injured Thursday night and 4 times in 19 days and won 4 games. So, I heard Miami Dolphins are injured too. It's like, great. I thought they had an offense nobody could
I
stop.
heard a rumor.
We got to stop with injury. Can't be the only reason for losing because everybody's hurt,
It
right?
can be a reason, though.
Now, if quarterback, I'm cool with that.
I disagree. I look at a guy like Trent Williams, first ballot Hall of Famer, big-time best left tackle in the league. If you're missing him, Brock Purdy's thrown 2 interceptions. It's not a coincidence.
I just saw the Browns starter get hurt, and they got better when he got hurt.
I just saw Brock Purdy throw a ball yesterday